Hi! So the first thing I'm going to be teaching you is how to read tabs. Once you're able to read tabs, it's going to be a lot easier to do this song. So essentially there's 6 lines on the tabs and these represent the 6 strings on the guitar. So the top line on the tabs is the first string, which is the high E string here. And then the second line is the second string, third line is the third string, and so on. And then the numbers on the tabs represent the fret number. And you read tabs from left to right. So for example, the tab you see below here, the first number that you see is a 3 on the 6th string on the bottom line. So you're gonna put your finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. You see that there's 2 zeros, one on the 2nd string and one on the 4th string. A 0 means you play it open. So 0 on the 2nd string and 0 on the 4th string. And you play them at the same time. So, and then you see that the next note is a 3 as well on the 6th string, and the double lines on the tabs means that it's a semiquaver, so you play it twice as fast as the previous notes. So a 3 and then a 0 on the 3rd string, and then back to a 3, and then the 0 on the 2nd string. Yeah, so that's it for reading tabs. The important thing is the 6 lines are the 6 strings, with the top line representing the first string, and then the numbers on the tabs are fret numbers. Okay, so for the intro, it's going to be 3 chords that you play twice. For me, it helps to just hold the chord there as you read the tabs. The first chord is a G. And then the next chord is an E minor. And then it's a C over G chord. A C over G chord means instead of playing the C, a root note, you're going to be playing a G on the 6th string instead. So it's the same picking pattern. And on the last note here, you play an open 2nd string. So altogether, it's gonna sound like this. And you play that progression twice. So the verse is actually the exact same chord progression as the intro. So it's a G, E minor, and a C over G. And you play that a total of 8 times for the first verse. But the 4th time that you play that progression, instead of playing C over G, you play a normal C instead with a down strum. So the 4th time that you're playing this progression, it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so for the chorus, the chord progression is G, E minor, C, and then back to G. And you play that a total of 4 times. So following the tabs is gonna sound like this. So for the chorus, when you're playing the C chord, the second time that you pluck the second string, it's gonna be an open string. So, and then you switch back to a G chord. At the very end of the second chorus, when you play the progression, you stay on the C chord instead of going back to the G chord. So, and then it goes to the bridge. So the bridge is actually the same as the chorus. So G, E minor, C, and then back to G. Okay, so for the last chorus, you're gonna start with a G, E minor, and a C progression, and you play that 2 times. The only difference here is that you keep pressing your second string for the C chord. One more time. And then after you play that twice, you play the G, E minor, C, and G progression, like the one in the chorus, twice. And then after you play that twice, you play the intro progression 4 times. So the G, E minor, and C over G. On a G chord, and then that's it. So for this song, what's the most helpful is to be able to read the tabs fast enough for you to follow along. It's actually pretty simple once you get that down, and once you are able to recognize the repeating chord patterns of the song. And the tabs that I've created are according to the Spotify track. Olivia plays it a bit differently during her live performances. She doesn't play the C over G chord, and she just plays it as a C chord, a normal C chord.